For me, music is one of the most universal forms of communication. It crosses borders, it crosses cultures, it helps people find common ground. As a writer, I've always been a little jealous of musicians. They're not constrained by language, they don't need translators. All they need are their instruments and a chance to play together, and they're off. There's something that happens when you watch musicians from different countries and backgrounds playing together. You can see them connect through the music, the notes, the techniques, the tone and tenor of the piece. And I think that's one of the really important parts of Music Beyond. I've had the opportunity and the privilege of being part of the Music Beyond project almost since it started. I met Cara during her first trip to Kinshasa, and I think it was clear from the beginning that she had a different approach in mind on how to help people living in the Congo. Unlike many of the other aid and development projects that throw huge amounts of money at project problems there, Music Beyond taps into the drive and determination of communities to make changes for the future through music. It's a different approach, and although it might seem small and inconsequential at first, it's actually quite clever and has the potential to be really powerful and important. And its capital, Kinshasa in particular, is a really challenging place. I think it's difficult for most people to imagine what it's like to live in a city of more than 12 million, where the majority of people don't have enough food to eat, where whole neighborhoods don't have electricity or clean water or sanitation or schools. Kinshasa has grown so big, so fast, that even if the government wanted to provide the basic services many of us would expect, it's unlikely they could. And the nature of Congo itself, with its brutal history of colonialism, ongoing violence, and endemic corruption, offers little help. I think one of the most striking things about Kinshasa is that the people who are living there don't expect things to change. They don't think things are going to get better. Many, have given up hope. And I think that's where Music Beyond comes in. Music Beyond isn't about spending lots of money on development schemes that often have questionable results. Instead, it's a simple and straightforward approach that's giving this one small segment of Congolese society the support it needs to develop skills at the most fundamental grassroots level. And I think it's a really smart and effective way to make a real and lasting change. Corrupt politicians can't take away a student's new teaching or musical skills. They can't really stop musicians in poor neighborhoods who join together to play and share and perform. The musicians Music Beyond works with are rebuilding their communities from the ground up, and you can see it in their eyes and on their faces and how they carry themselves, both on and off stage. I think that the most important thing about Music Beyond's work is that it connects with what people in Congo want and need as they cope with the lack of the many things all the rest of us take for granted. Through music, they're finding hope, and that's an incredibly valuable thing, and it's something I'm very happy and proud to support.